In today's video, we take a look at Stewart Mountain Dam, Bartlett Dam, and Roosevelt Dam. And then I'll show you guys what things look like on different parts of the Salt River, and then we'll talk a little bit about watershed and how it ties everything together in the valley. So Stewart Mountain Dam is what creates Saguaro Lake. It was built between the years of 1928 and 1930 and can hold nearly 70,000 acre-feet of water. And as of when this video was put together, April 14th, 2023, according to streamflow.watershedconnection.com, it is currently holding about 68,000 acre-feet of water, making it about 97% full. The dam itself is 212 feet high and 583 feet long. Now here is some before and after footage of the Salt River near the dam. I know the shots may not line up exactly, but I didn't know I still had all this old footage on my hard drives, so it's a real treat to see what it looked like then versus now. Back then you could see the bottom of the river and pretty much walk across it, and as of today, well, I think the river speaks for itself. Next we have Bartlett Dam, which creates Bartlett Lake. The reservoir has a capacity of just over 178,000 acre-feet of water, and as of this video being made, it's currently holding around 166,000 acre-feet of water, making it 94% full. It was the first dam built on the Verde River, and construction on the dam began in 1936 and was later completed in 1939. Bartlett Dam stands at 308 feet high and is 800 feet in length. This dam sure stands out amongst many others due to its unique design, and as I was putting this video together, I found out that the dam was modified in the mid-90s. Its original height was 287 feet, but due to safety concerns, they increased the dam's height by 21 feet. And ironically enough, according to SRP.net, the dam's height could once again be increased anywhere from 62 feet to 97 feet. And the reason why is they're trying to make up for lost storage capacity at Horseshoe Reservoir. Over the years, a lot of sediment and debris has been carried into the reservoir, taking away room for more storage. However, if this project is approved, according to 12news.com, construction could last well into the 2030s. And once again, here's a couple before and after clips of the dam. If you look closely, you can see a little bit of a bathtub ring around the first clip I shot back in March of 2020. And on the second clip, take note to how far the water is up to the dam on both the before and after video. Now on my last video I posted, Roosevelt Dam was filled over capacity at 1,723,000 acre-feet of water, and as of today, April 14th, 2023, it's sitting at 1,625,000 acre-feet of water, making it 100% full, so right at that mark, which means in just over a week, Roosevelt Dam has released over 100,000 acre-feet of water, and to give you a better perspective on what 1 acre-foot of water is, it's roughly equivalent to 326,000 gallons. That's a lot. And as stated on my previous video, they will be releasing water for quite a while as they continue to make room for more snowmelt. It is a sunny one today. So I was just talking to this gentleman who happened to be walking past here, and I asked him if he could remember the last time the Salt River saw water levels to this degree. He couldn't remember, but he told me the one thing that he did remember is when he used to come down here and walk and jog, he told me he remembered the large amount of homeless people living in the area, and that I can definitely believe. He kind of said the same thing that I did in terms of Mother Nature evicting them, but as you can see now, no homeless people down there. Look at that scooter. You tend to see a lot of that down here, and this is why we can't have nice things. Looks like someone lost their walker. Hopefully they weren't with it when that happened. Hey, real quick, if you guys do enjoy these like Salt River / Arizona like flooding videos, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so in all reality, it is kind of sad. I mean, all the homeless people did call that place home at one point in time. By the way, I'm biking and vlogging, so hopefully I don't crash. Well, like I was saying, yeah, at one point in time, homeless people called that place home, and now they have no place else to go. And it actually is a pretty smart place to live, considering it's, you know, right underneath an overpass and there's plenty of trees there. But when the water comes through, you do not have a whole lot of options. Okay, so as I was riding my bike along one of the many trails around the Salt River near Tempe Beach Park, I found perhaps one of the saddest things that I've ever found in all my years of exploration and doing this channel. Take a look. Looks like we have a child's teddy bear. The saddest part isn't that there's a teddy bear here sitting along one of the banks, it's that it could have possibly belonged to a child that was probably homeless and maybe, you know, their entire family was living over there underneath one of the overpasses, underneath the trees, before everything got flooded out. Every little thing here tells a story, and sometimes we figure out the story and sometimes we don't. Okay, so now we're gonna continue on with our journey here because I heard some noises coming from back there in the bushes, and there is a little trail that leads in there, and I've seen enough horror movies to know that when you see bushes or a forest and you hear some noise, it's best to just continue on. So we're gonna do that. So right now we're about a mile west from Tempe Beach Park, another part of the Salt River here, and I'm actually pretty tempted to kind of go walk around there and just see what we can find in terms of, like, you know, debris and things that have been left behind or washed out from the homeless people. But if you guys saw my video like last week, you'll know that the last time I got close to the Salt River, I actually had a rattlesnake encounter. Yeah, that wasn't so much fun. But if you guys want to go ahead and see that video, be sure to click the card in the upper right hand corner and you'll be able to see that entire video. But as far as today is concerned, I think we're just going to enjoy the view right where we're at. It's still a pretty good view. Once you get far enough away from Tempe Beach Park, you'll notice that the river kind of opens up a little bit more and the current definitely picks up. Less blockage and trash and debris and uprooted trees. It may look kind of calm right there, but once you step in or you get a boat going down there, you're going to pick up speed pretty darn quick. So now we've biked far enough down the Salt River that we're actually across the river from Sky Harbor International, and you can hear and see planes taking off and landing right behind me. It's a pretty cool sight. And we have a plane taking off, and it's Delta, my favorite airline. I always fly Delta. They have the hottest flight attendants, in my opinion. I really wish I could zoom in a little bit more and get a better view. If you guys have any recommendations on a good lens for a Nikon Z30, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. I just found another area along the Salt River where you can really gauge how powerful the water is. Take a look. So at this point in the video, it's pretty obvious that the valley is getting a lot of water from the dams upstream. But where exactly is all this dam water coming from? How does it get there, and where is it going? Well, aside from the occasional rains in monsoon season, the majority of the water that ends up in the valley starts in the mountains of northern and eastern Arizona. And as spring arrives, all the snow collected in the forests from the winter months starts to melt and makes its way down the mountains via streams and creeks before eventually finding its way into the Salt and Verde rivers. Once it makes its way into the river system, it's eventually stored in the 7 dams on the SRP watershed. From there, it's routinely released from these reservoirs, allowing it to make its way into the city where it's distributed to homes, businesses, and farmers through the canal system. The canals stretch over 130 miles and can be found all throughout the valley. The canals are gravity fed and deliver the water right to your home. Water is also sent via laterals or ditches to farmers for agricultural use and other irrigation practices. In the valley, there are 9 major canals, and the cool part about them, aside from delivering us water so, we don't die of dehydration, the majority of these canals have paved trails along the side of them so that way you can bike, run, jog, fish, or just go for a leisurely walk to get away from your spouse. But the million-dollar question is, what's happening with all this excess water? Well, regular water use for homes, businesses, and farmers will still be supplied business as usual and stored in underground aquifers, but anything in addition will just continue to flow down the Salt River and soak into the Salt River Channel, and eventually evaporate. Now, you may have seen this clip of these 2 waterfalls pouring into the canal here throughout the video, and if you are wondering what it's called, well, it's called Arizona Falls. And if you get the chance to check it out, you totally should. Lots of history here. So Arizona Falls is a hydroelectric plant that to this day provides power to about 150 homes in the area. It was first constructed in the early 1900s, and prior to that, it was just a place used for recreation, mainly to cool off in the summer and picnic. but due to the 20-foot drop in the canal, it was eventually turned into a hydroelectric plant. Throughout the 90s, it operated on and off and was redeveloped many times. It eventually shut down once more in the 1950s, but then again reopened in 2003. The drone footage you see right here was shot in mid-April of 2023, and it's completely open to the public and there is no cost to get in. And hey, feel free to share your thoughts and concerns with me about anything I covered in this video.